Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteers offense will have the first possession of the game. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Zips it out to his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Auburn Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making...
Turning it on! Got it looking for a first. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get the...
He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently. Here's the handoff.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. At the 45 on his way. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue guys.
Touchdown, Vols! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them to make big plays for them.
He'll return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The running back has it. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Quick strike complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back, let him catch it, let him go get a first down for you.
Finding open areas. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Gets it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. He got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's complete to the left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Bermudez. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Hold and fire complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll test the right side. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Auburn going to work with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And the Volunteers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. 2nd down coming up. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball! Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try the right side. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. So here is the Tennessee offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Now they'll run it to the right here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 5 over Syracuse. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gonna look downfield again. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wants to throw again. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Firing deep. Brings it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown ball. And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches signaled for and made. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on them.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Hey, this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the left. Breaks into the open. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Going to sling it on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Durant. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Got his man quickly. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championship.
He's got it inside the 15. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team.